In this brief training, I'm going to show you exactly how to do SEO for your clients. You can charge $2,000 a month or more just to do these simple tasks that I'm going to outline for you in this video. And the best part is you don't need any SEO experience to do them. Now, this is part 2 in this series, so if you haven't watched part 1, I'm going to link to that down below this video. But in that first part, we talk about how to sell these SEO services and how to price them and how much to charge. In that video, I also included a free resource, which is my SEO pricing document, which shows all of the different SEO plans, how much to charge for them, and what each one includes. So I definitely recommend going and watching that video, downloading that resource, and then you'll be ready for this video. Okay, so this video is all about actually doing the SEO work. And to make this easy, we're going to break this down into 2 categories. There is our on-site work, which is all the things we do to your client's website. And then there is our off-site work, which is everything else that happens outside of their website. So if you complete all of the tasks that I outline in this video, that's pretty much everything you need to do in order to get great results for your clients, to help them rank on search engines and get lots of traffic, leads, and new customers. So let's talk about the first category, which is on-page optimizations. Now, in order to do your on-page optimizations, I highly recommend that you invest in some sort of SEO tool. Now, there are a lot of really advanced and expensive SEO tools out there like SEMrush and Ahrefs, and if you're a more advanced SEO, you probably want to invest in one of those. But especially if you're just offering basic SEO services to your clients, you can get away with a more affordable SEO tool. So if you're a WordPress user, I recommend using Yoast. And if you're a Webflow or Framer user, I recommend using my tool, Semflow. These tools are a fraction of the price and they give you everything that you need to do your basic optimizations and to rank these sites on Google. Now, the first part of your on-site optimization is picking keywords for each page of your client's website. So the way that this works is every individual page of a website should be dedicated to a singular keyword. Now, of course, you want to make sure that this is a good keyword. You want to make sure that it's something that people are frequently searching on search engines. And you also want to make sure that it's not too high of difficulty, that it's going to be too competitive. Now, any good SEO tool, including the ones that I just mentioned, are going to help you find good keywords by performing keyword research. So the way that this works is you're going to type in a keyword into your SEO tool, and it's going to tell you the search volume, which is how many people search for that keyword every single month. And it's going to show you your keyword difficulty, which is a scale from 0 to 100. 100 being extremely difficult to rank. So obviously you're going to want to select keywords that have as low of a difficulty score as possible. And the other thing that I'll mention just briefly, and this kind of goes without saying, is you want to make sure that your keywords are relevant to what your site is about. It's going to do nothing for your client if you rank for keywords that have nothing to do with what it is that they're selling. All right, so as an example, let's just say that my client is a chiropractor in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I'm going to search a variety of different keywords and keyword phrases to find one that has high enough search volume and low enough keyword difficulty that it's going to be possible to rank for. So you'll see here in my tool Semflow, it's going to show me search volume, it's going to show me keyword difficulty, and it even gives me a rankability score, which is going to help me determine whether or not this is a good keyword for my page. So again, what you're going to want to do is find a keyword for each individual page of your website. The home page should target a keyword that is the main service that you offer and should include the location if it's a local business. And then the website's going to have a variety of other pages like services pages, product pages, blog article pages. So once you've chosen a keyword for every page of the website, you're going to optimize those pages. So you have your basic optimizations that, again, your SEO tool should help you with. So it's going to help you optimize your page titles, your meta descriptions, your headings, your content, the linking within your pages, and most importantly, it's going to help you implement that keyword within all of those parts of your page. So your main keyword or your focus keyword should be found in your page title, your meta description, and it also should be found naturally throughout your headings and your body content. We're not just stuffing this keyword in as many places as we can. This should be done tastefully, naturally, and it shouldn't negatively impact the quality or readability of the content. And then the last part of this on-site optimization is just overall quality of the website. If the website looks unprofessional, if it has broken links, if the content is robotic and not enjoyable to read, and if the website just doesn't give searchers what they're looking for, it's not going to rank. So you have to make sure that the quality of the website is up to par, make sure that the content and the images are something that people want to read and is going to bring value to the visitors. And finally, I would recommend having good calls to action on each individual page. So the website of my chiropractor client should have some sort of offer and call to action, like get your first back adjustment for just 20 bucks, and then a button to either schedule an appointment or call the office. These types of call to actions are really important because the longer people spend on your website and the more things they click, and if they contact you, these are all positive indicators to Google and other search engines that your website is good and it's worth ranking. So that's all we need to know for our on-site optimization. So now we're going to move to part 2, which is the off-site optimization. These are all the things that happen outside of the website that are going to help the site rank. Now, these off-site optimizations are extremely important, and the likelihood of your client's site ranking or getting any organic traffic without them is not very high. So make sure that you don't neglect these off-site optimization tasks because they can be more difficult and they can be more expensive if you're outsourcing them, but I promise you they're essential. All right, so number 1 is Google Business Profile Optimization. If your client is any type of local business, they must have a Google Business Profile. This is free to set up. It's a bit of a hassle to set up and verify, but once that's done, this profile is what's going to allow your client to pull up in the local map pack. So make sure that you work with your client to get this set up and verified. And then once it's set up, you're going to be responsible for optimizing this. Now, there is a ton of free content and instruction out there on how to optimize the Google Business Profile listing. But the most important thing you need to know is your NAP, which stands for name, address, and phone. You need to make sure that these are accurate and they match what's on the website because this is going to be really important in this next step. The next part is local citations. These are business listings on online directories. Now, you probably recognize some of these online directories like Yellow Pages and Yelp and Foursquare, but there are literally thousands of online directories out there on the web, and Google actually cross-references these other directories with what you create on Google Business Profile. So you're going to want to create at least 1 to 200 local citations that can be cross-referenced, which are going to help your local ranking. Now, doing manual outreach to create these listings on these online directories would be an absolute nightmare, and it just wouldn't be a good use of your time, especially considering that there are ways that you can outsource this. It's a cheap one-time fee, and they're going to create hundreds of these local citations for you. So again, there are tons of services out there that do this. You can even buy these within Semflow, and I'll put a link to that down below. But this is something that you should do in the first month of an SEO campaign, and then you never have to do it again. Now, the only other thing you need to know about buying or creating these local citations is what I mentioned before. You have to make sure that your NAP or name, address, and phone number are exactly the same on every single listing. Otherwise, Google's not going to recognize those, it's not going to be able to cross-reference those, and it's not going to help bump up your client's local rankings. All right, so that leads us to our last step of our off-site optimization, and that is backlinks. Backlinks is without a doubt the hardest part of any SEO campaign, but it's also the most important. So let's imagine that everything else we've talked about in this video makes up the car that's going to get you to rankings. But backlinks is the gas that's going to make that car move. So you could do everything else, but if you don't have a good number of high quality backlinks, ranking is going to be nearly impossible. So if you don't know what a backlink is, this is basically when another legitimate site links back to your site, or in this case, your client's site. And Google views this as a popularity contest. So the more quality backlinks that you have pointing back to your site, the more likely it is that Google is going to rank your pages for your focus keywords. So in part 1 of this series, we talked about how much to charge for each SEO plan, and within each plan, there is a dedicated number of backlinks that you have promised to acquire for your client. So in the example of this SEO plan right here that is $2,000 a month, we have agreed to acquire 3 backlinks per month. Now, there are a lot of other things that you're going to have to do each month that we've already talked about in this video, but you're going to want to make sure that day 1 of the new month, you get started trying to find backlinks because it can take a lot of time, a lot of outreach. A lot of times you'll even have to create content or write an article to be delivered with this backlink. Now you'll hear from a lot of people that you never want to pay for backlinks. And this is mostly true. Buying backlinks on bad or illegitimate websites can actually hurt your ranking. But a lot of legitimate websites that offer guest posting or backlinking services are going to charge you some sort of convenience or managerial fee for them to take your article, read through it, proof it, and then publish it on their site. So the webmaster of each site or the owner of each website is probably going to want to make some sort of money in return for featuring your website or linking back to your website from their site. So be aware of that it is going to cost you time and probably money. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed by backlinks at this point, that's okay. That's totally normal. And quite frankly, backlinks are something that I don't like to do myself. For years and years, I had outsourced my backlinks and had a lot of success from it. And it wasn't until I built my own SEO team that we started doing backlinks on our own. And now that SEO team actually offers white label backlinks. So this is done through Semflow.com. You can go in, you can order however many backlinks that you need, and then it's all going to be done for you. And by the end of the month, we'll deliver back those backlinks so you can forward them to your client to show them the links that you acquired. So in our example, we committed to acquiring 3 backlinks per month. So what you can do is you can go in, you can order these backlinks. A lot of times if you order them as a package, you're going to save some money. But you can see here that for 6 backlinks, which is 2 months worth of backlinks, the price is pretty reasonable, especially considering you're charging $2,000 per month from your client. Your margins are going to be awesome on these backlinks. All right, so we've optimized our Google business profile. We have talked about local citations and backlinks. You know how to outsource those if you don't want to do them yourself. And the final thing that we need to talk about is blog articles or blog content. If you're offering a certain number of blog articles within your SEO plans, this is pretty easy. There are tons of AI tools out there that can help you in creating these blog articles, and all you're going to want to do is make sure that each new article targets a new focus keyword. So the process of keyword research is ongoing as you continue to add new blog articles to the website. So when you're looking at these SEO packages, there are only a few things that are going to be visible to your client, and that is the blog articles that you write, the backlinks that you acquire, and some of the site optimizations and improvements. So it's going to be your job month after month to stay in touch with your clients, show them what it is that you're doing, and also set good expectations with them that they know the SEO results aren't going to come overnight, and they're not going to come after 1 month, and maybe not even after 3 months or 6 months. And so you need to set those expectations that SEO is a long-term play, and after 9 months and 12 months, that's when they're going to start seeing the biggest results from their SEO. All right, so I hope this video gives you the tools and the knowledge that you need to start offering these services. And what I found is as I actually offered these to clients, that's when I really started to hone my skills. I started to learn better strategies, and as a result, I was able to raise my prices. And so the best way to get started is understand the basics and then start doing this for your clients. Now, as another quick reminder, if you are a Framer user or a Webflow user, I highly recommend you going and checking out the SEO tool Semflow. You can find it at semflow.com. This does everything from audit and score your site. It gives you step-by-step optimization guidance. It allows you to do keyword research, improve page performance, and even use AI to write page titles and meta descriptions, which saves you a ton of time. And one last thing, if you like these types of videos, let me know down in the comments. Just comment something like SEO so I know that this is the type of content that's going to be worth making in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.